Try to imagine, if you could, a world with no photographs, no baby pictures, no selfies. This was the world that Joseph Nicephore Niepce was living in. Joseph Nicephore Niepce created what's largely known as the world's first photograph. Although it's likely not the first photograph, it is one of the first photographs that we recognize as being a fixed image. It was known prior to this how to make a photograph, but the difficulty was how to get the image to be permanent. If you've ever spent time in a dark room and you skip the fixing stage, you'll know that after the image is made, it may look perfect at first or really good, but it'll eventually fade to black. For Niepce's photograph, he coated a metal plate with a tar-like substance similar to what the streets are paved out of. And for this exposure, it was a very long, slow exposure, so it would have had to have been for at least 8 hours or longer. This was something that he might have left looking out the window for an entire day. After the exposure to light, the image was then washed in a solution that removed the parts of the tar that were not hardened by the sunlight, and the resulting effect was fixing the image and making it permanent. The final result was a direct positive, likely from the amount of time that it was used to expose. It basically developed out into a positive image rather than what we know of as a negative. Although it may not look impressive at first, you have to imagine that this was a world with no photographs. So the fact that Joseph was able to make a permanent fixed image, this was pretty exciting. In order to get a feel for what Joseph was experiencing, I decided to try a little bit of a similar experiment on my own. I found a view from outside my home, and I coated a sheet of paper with another very old coating technique, which is silver chloride. Not quite as primitive as Joseph's, but it was a very old one. While not a great image, of course, it does give you a very good representation of what I was actually looking at, and it kind of has a similar quality to the view from Gras photo, where the tones are kind of rough and textured. I can imagine how it must have felt to get that image that he got, and this gives me a better appreciation for that early photography and how it would have felt to make some pioneering steps in photography progress. I would like to thank you guys for checking out this video. If you made it this far into the video, please hit the like button. It helps get the channel out to more people and get the videos out to where more people could see them. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys next time on The Negative.